Good to see you, boss. Hi there. So long. You're looking very sharp, boss.
Special cargo ready for collection. Go get it and bring it to the warehouse.
Lasky. No.
What can I do for you?
God. You think you're like God's gift to hockey or some shit. You think that you come on my channel and be like, oh, go play hockey. You think that I'm just gonna listen to you like you're some fucking kind of God. No, fuck off, Lasky. You're pissing me off. I haven't even had my first cup of coffee yet. Alright? You're gonna learn. Don't get on my fucking nerves first thing in the morning. Okay? Hi. Okay? I played hockey last night. Okay? If I'm in the middle of something and I just started something, I'm definitely not going to switch over to something just because my one fan, just like you, turns around and tells me that, hey, I want you to play hockey. Okay, great. You know what? I love it when you guys ask me to play hockey, granted, okay? But I didn't load up hockey first thing, okay? I know you were sleeping. I get that, alright? Sorry for freaking out and snapping, okay? Like I said, I haven't had my first cup of coffee yet, okay? So, don't come on here first thing in the morning being like, hey, hockey. I'm like, No, listen. Listen, I only know half of my cup of coffee, okay? Not really a good thing in the for the world to be fucking with me before the first cup's done. Just saying.
Hi there. Are you free? You want to see something that would be funny if we weren't all about to get killed? The good news is we have a buyer. The bad news is he wants the goods dropped at different locations. We got everything loaded and ready. Take it to the different points on your GPS and we'll get paid.
Calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up. I'll bring it by.
There's a lot of opportunity. Medical equipment, biotech, telecom. It's a gold mine, baby.
target. Lucky escape.
The Diamond Casino and Resort presents a brand new car available to win today, simply with a spin of a wheel. Upgrade your wardrobe and finally become the person you believe yourself to be. Stop by the casino store and treat yourself.
Welcome back to the Diamond Casino and Resort. As one of our VIP members, we truly hope you'll have an excellent stay.
Not sure. I think he came back with Megan and Haley.
Need anything? Whoops. Looking into it, Cap. Okay, this should be about as simple as it gets. The store knows you're en route. As soon as they confirm receipt of the parts, they'll release the funds. Standard disclaimers apply. In the event that you're intercepted, everyone you've ever known will deny all knowledge of your actions. I have a duty to warn you about the potential for bad actors to have tracked this shipment, blah, 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 blah. You know the score.
Let them through. They've got access to their hangar on base.
Hi. What service are you looking for? Okay, my friend. I'll take care of the LSPD. Leave it to me.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round. I'll bring it to you.
That's fucked up. You gotta be shitting me. Hey. Peace.
Oh, that toilet cleaner's got me real messed up.
I hate that shit.
They have access to the base. Let them through.
Okay, expect law enforcement to get in the way on this sale, but hopefully the Phantom Wedge we're lending you will get them out of it. Stick to the route, stop for nothing, make the drop.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round.
Matthew! What's going on, brother? How you doing? Morning, guys. I knew one of you were gonna... I was waiting on it. Just waiting on it. I knew you guys would love it. Yep. We might as well frame this title. Gold star this one, right? We'll put this one up. What was it? Golden Globe nominee.
Look at that. All deliveries received. Now let's just hope they know how to use them, right?
It's so true, though. Like yesterday and the day before. What did they do? They came right on the channel, too. They started messaging me. Can you help me make money? I'm broke. I know you're broke. I know you motherfuckers are going broke. You motherfuckers have been going broke for the last 2 weeks now. Actually, no, they've been going broke since Christmas time, and I've been watching it slowly happen. And it's their bank accounts slowly keep going down and down and down and down, and they fucking freak out. They're losing their mind because the more they have spending habits that they can't keep up with. That's the thing. They're not making enough money to replenish their spending habits. They're spending more money than they're making. And they're doing it on a daily basis, and it's catching up to them, and it's slowly fucking making them go directly broke to the point where they went from being 8 figures to 7 figures to 6 figures to 5 figures to holy shit, that's what they're doing now. That's why you're not seeing a lot of orbital cam action in public lobbies anymore right now, because people can't afford to do it. Come on. The economy got bad on the outside of the game and on the inside of the game. Okay? Fun facts. Okay?
Oh, hell, that thing will take down a moose.
No, don't listen to him. He's not a Canadian. It won't take down a moose, okay? Moose are evil. No, I'm kidding. My buddy's nickname is Moose. And if you've seen him...
You need a receipt for taxes?
Like, he's a moose. Like, I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about Moose, but like, if you've seen Moose, you'd look at him and be like, that's the human moose. Because he's the size of him. You look at him and you're like, holy fuck. Like, imagine Bam Bam. Blonde hair, blue eyes, but a fucking giant. 6'4", almost 300 pounds, just solid fucking muscle. Like, just a tank. Yeah. That would be bad news bears for everybody. But as for the title, I mean, it was a no-brainer, right? I mean, it instantly came to the mind. It was like, click. And I'm like, this is going to be my morning title for sure, right? Because I started thinking to myself, like, man, like, the barcodes and the woke from all the public lobbies I know, they're all starting, like, I started to recognize people's gamer tags. And that's why when I added them and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, some of their names, and then I look at, like, their friends list and who's following them and shit like that. Oh yeah, Bam checks into all that stuff. I can quickly scroll into who's following you and who your friends list is in less than 2 minutes. I can tell who the fuck you're basically hanging with, what type of person you are, and if you're a two-faced lying rat piece of shit. I just have that gift now. And that doesn't come overnight either in GTA. Oh, hell no. It comes with years of playing GTA. And that comes with, like, studying the online public lobbies and for hours on end. Like, hours and hours and hours on end. Remember when they had us in COVID lockdown and all that bullshit? Well, a lot of us spent hours and hours and hours just studying each other and studying the online public lobbies and studying exactly how what moves people do, what their behaviors were like, what people's behaviors are online. Any police force on the planet would be able to hire me and easily educate me in less than a month on how to use their systems, because I would be able to properly identify online predators, child, everything for them online easily. Online bullies, you name it. Because this was a training tool. GTA was a training tool this whole time, right up for the last 4 years. Right? So technically I've got 4 years experience if I really wanted to go into like police communications and stuff like that and online police investigations. So, oh, you're doing house cleaning today? Oh, no. I did that shit yesterday, Matthew. Tomorrow's vacuum and finishing up the rest of the laundry for the weekend shutdown. Right? I put everything on a strict schedule this year, and I had it a little bit split up in 2023, and now I'm doing it like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's it. House gets vacuumed 3 times a week. The weekend weekends relaxed. Like the weekend, I still keep the house clean. I do a couple things, but I'm not as strict. Like the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday thing, that's when I get like the hardcore chores done. Like I'll make sure the hard tasks get done on those 3 days. The more relaxed days are the days in between. Where when I mean relaxed, I mean like chores still get done. It's just like major shit don't get done. You know, like if I could give you guys an example, for instance. Oh wait, I got to go to the scrapyard before we do a sale here. But just to give you guys a quick example, my mirrors in the house, right? My closet mirrors, my bathroom mirrors, stuff like that. Those will get cleaned on a Wednesday. Okay, that's consistent. Bathrooms get done on a certain day, right? Just certain things get cleaned on those 3 major days. The vacuuming gets done, of course, but I mean, like, during those 3 days, there's some kind of a major project that gets done. That way, nothing really falls behind, right? And that's also a good structure for a lot of you to keep up as well, because it'll help give you a sense of independence, a sense of also accomplishment, and you'll be structured onto a routine. It'll be natural for you to do. The more you accomplish, the more it'll give you an incentive to accomplish even more and get more tasks done and challenge yourself to do something else. Like maybe you have a painting project come up and you look at your house and you think to yourself, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to hire somebody this year. Right? Maybe I'm gonna take the initiative and I'm going to learn how to paint this year. And you go to Home Depot and you take a painting course with them and you learn how to paint and you ask the questions and you do the stuff and you know you tackle it hands-on, because chances are, I mean, like, what's the worst that's going to happen? I mean, I'm just using this as an example, but I mean, take the initiative, you paint for the first time ever, like just say this is your first time painting. It's not my first time painting, but I mean, say it's your first time painting. The worst thing that could happen is that you screw up and you're the only one that's gonna see the finished product at the end of it right off the bat, and chances are you can fix it. So I mean, try the little things, the new things this year. Challenge yourself. Change things up a bit. Like I changed it up this year. I didn't want to do house chores on the weekend. Saturday and Sunday? No. Sundays especially. Sunday's the Lord's Day, right? So we honor that. Sunday's a day of rest. You know? Kick back, relax. Watch movies. That's something I haven't done in a long time. Hollywood's gone so fake and woke. I can't stand them. Including Whoopi Goldberg. Oh man. Don't even get me started on Whoopi. Whoopi is a Whoopi bag full of shit. Okay? She's like a hot air balloon full of fucking lies. Lies! Like, I just want to call them out. I'll go on The View and be like, you're full of shit, you're full of shit, you're full of shit, and you're full of shit. Okay? You're all full of shit. It's the little gossip girls, right? And all they do is gossip shit. There's got so much shit flowing out of their mouth, not even the toilet plumber want to touch that one. No. The Roto-Rooter, man, and looking at that spill going, fuck, that's just a natural disaster. That's what it is, right? Mop and bucket's not going to clean up that mess on The View. No. Kidding me? You got to call Badger, you got to call the super sucker, right? To suck that amount of shit off the floor. Even the amount of shit that comes out of their mouths. I listened to them one time for like about 2 minutes and I couldn't digest the garbage coming out of them. Bunch of woke bullshit. Oh, and by the way, this is what happens when I quit drinking. You get the sober part of me. Day 8, everybody. And guess what? The only thing I do now, the worst thing I do, is like smoke a little bit of weed here and there. So, now you get the caffeinated, sober Bam with no filter, who's ready to just... I'm going Joe Rogan, alright? And, oh shit, who else? Wait a sec here. He's my new favorite person. Okay. What is it? Did I subscribe to him? I better have. Oh, I don't know. Damn it. I hope so. Wait a second here. Bear with me. Oh yeah, Sean Strickland. Huh? Sean Strickland, he's my new hero. Fucking guy is just like me. If I was in the UFC, I'd be a Sean Strickland. If you don't know who Sean Strickland is, Google Sean Strickland. S-E-A-N, okay, space, Strickland, S-T-R-I-C-K-L-A-N-D, okay? Google Sean Strickland, okay? Google how outrageous and how outspoken he is. Now, imagine if Bam shaved his head, went into the UFC, and that's Bam. That's a spitting image of Bam. I mean, that's what Bam would be if I, like, yeah. Like, literally, Sean and me are basically, like, we're twins. I had a shitty upbringing. I seen a lot of fucking violence. I was violent all through school. I got suspended on a fucking weekly basis. I'm not to brag or anything, but I had a suspension record bigger than anybody in my fucking town. I held a suspension record that I held the school's suspension record on record since the school was ever built. Okay? Nobody had ever been suspended as much as me. I was always in fights. I was in fights so much, I was an enforcer in hockey and ice hockey. They gave me skates, they put me on the team. I wasn't the greatest at playing hockey and skating, but holy shit, could I beat the shit out of you. And I could fight. And I could body check people. I could rock you, big time. As a little guy, I could take down the big guy, no problem. Oh yeah, I had my methods. And I'm not gonna share them either. No. I mean, you see some of my actions in NHL 24, so... NHL 24 brings back those days. Oh yeah. And the fact that they started letting us do hip checking in this one again, they brought that back. And they brought back the glass being broken. Oh, good times. We'll be rocking some hockey today at some point.
right, bring the car in. We'll salvage the parts and get paid in no time.
So, for those of you who don't know who Strickland is, I have a treat for you. Okay? This guy is literally, I didn't know, like, I haven't followed the UFC in a while, but when I seen Sean Strickland, one of my buddies pointed him out to me. And he's like, dude, this is you. He's like, if you were to shave your head and be in the UFC, this would be you. This is how outspoken you are. If you were that person, if you were famous enough and on UFC, this would absolutely be you. And I'm like, who is this guy? Let's take a listen, okay? This is good stuff.
Canada. Oh, this fucking guy. Yeah, man, fucking here. It was actually really easy to get in here. Really easy, yeah.
Sean, Neil Davidson from the Canadian Press. Welcome to Canada.
Oh, congratulations! Yeah, fucking the Canadian Press, man. Were you a COVID bank account stealer too? Were you on board with that?
No,
Are you left wing or right wing? Were you a Trudeau? We got one of the fucking commies with a press. We got to know where this man stands. Were you non-biased?
I think I'll ask the questions here.
Oh, he thinks you'll ask. Oh, we fucking know. Maybe I should just pass on this motherfucker. He's gonna go back. He's gonna go back and fucking get my bank account information of fucking Trudeau.
Well, it's probably a good bank account. I wanted to ask you about what life has been like as a champion. I'm sure there have been a lot of pluses, but maybe a few minuses. You're in the public eye now. What has it been like in the short time since you've had the belt?
Oh man, fucking guys, nothing changes, man. You go to Walmart, you get recognized more, but like, you know, my bank account's a little bigger. I mean, it's a little bigger. It's not much bigger. It was a little bigger. I'm not gonna fucking retire after this one, win or lose, you know. I'm not gonna go lay in a fucking bathtub with flower petals, but I don't know, man. It's like, do you guys think that you get a belt and like everything changes? Like, what do you think happens? Like, I get a belt and everything, like all of a sudden, like my dick's made of gold. Like, what do you guys think happens? I get like, what do you think? You know, nothing changes. I'm still the same asshole. I just have the metal. I'm sure it's not even gold. I just have a fucking metal gold-plated belt in front of me.
Hey, Sean, over here. I saw you train with Johnny Eblin for this fight.
He's a Canadian.
That's right.
You're not a dirty liberal, though. I've known you for a while. You don't ruin our friendship. Are you a fucking liberal?
I'm not a liberal, no.
Okay.
I didn't vote for Trudeau. Johnny Eblin, what was it like in a train with
Wait, you say you're a liberal for Trudeau?
No, I said I did not vote for Trudeau.
Oh, there we go. This guy's the fucking man. This not the guy. This guy's with the fucking opposition, man. Who gave this guy a fucking press badge? And, like, you look at me, and I'm an asshole. I'm making fun of this liberal fuck, you know? Like, no offense, man. I mean, you know, I guess we need fucking liberals, you know? Kind of, maybe not. But you look at me and I say hard shit, like I make fun of my co-main event. I say hard shit, like, oh, Sean, I'm not an asshole. I say everything. I'm just saying what you're thinking.
I did want to ask, you know, you're in Toronto. Welcome. Glad to hear it. It's been great.
Are you Canadian?
Of course I am.
Are you part of the fucking opposition?
I don't know how to phrase that.
I mean, you got like fucking... yeah.
Well, I did want to ask...
Did you vote for Trudeau?
You know, I'm not gonna say.
And let me tell you something right now. The man says he's not gonna say. Like, if you ask a motherfucker, did you vote for Biden? He's like, well, I'm not gonna say. That's none of your business. He voted for fucking Biden.
I'm glad you had great experience.
So this is what I'm talking about, you guys. The enemy of Canada.
Sure. That's what it's got to be. It's got to be. We've got a pretty supportive gay and lesbian community in this city. I did want to ask you about something you wrote a couple of years ago. You said if I had a gay son, I would think I'd.
Oh, look, another. I'm saying in the swamp, you guys. The swamp.
You become a champion, you become a star, and someone says.
Let me ask you something. Are you gay?
Have you had the chance to interact with a more diverse crowd?
Let me know. Are you gay?
Can I get an answer?
Well, no, I'm asking. This is a part of. Are you a gay man?
I'm an ally of the community.
Okay. If you had a son and he was like, you had a son, he was gay, you'd be like, oh man, you don't want a grandkid?
No problem with it.
Oh man, well, dude, you're a weak fucking man, dude. You're part of the fucking problem. You elected Justin Trudeau, like, with you fucking, when he sees the bank accounts, like, you're just fucking pathetic. and the fact that you have no fucking backbone. And has he shut down your fucking country and seized bank accounts? You ask me some stupid shit like that, go fuck yourself. Move the fuck on, man.
I feel like that doesn't really answer the question, but I did want to ask also things you said about the trans community. You said this past October when they announced the Bud Light sponsorship that you'd go so hard on Bud Light in your next fight, they'll have to accept me or denounce me when they know what and will know what they stand for. Are you? This guy's like that.
This Canadian's not that Canadian.
Are you still going to use your fight time to kind of speak on that?
Here's the thing about Bud Light. 10 years ago, to be trans was a mental fucking illness. And now all of a sudden, people like you have fucking weaseled your way into the world. You are an infection. You are the definition of weakness. Everything that is wrong with the world is because of fucking you. And the best thing is the world's not buying it. The world's not buying your fucking bullshit you're fucking peddling. The world is not saying, you know what? You're right. Fucking chicks have dicks. The world's not saying that. The world's saying, no, there are two genders. I don't want my kids being taught about, who they can fuck in school. I don't want my kids being taught about, their sexual preference. Like, dude, this guy is the fucking enemy. You want to look at the fucking enemy to our world? It's that motherfucker right there. Asking these stupid fucking questions. Sorry, I told the UFC I was being nicer. Lance, am I still good with this? Did I cross any lines?
And you guys think I fucking crossed lines, huh? Sean Strickland's a fucking man. Okay? I can't wait to meet that motherfucker. Yep. Him and I are gonna get along great. Yeah. He's gonna be he's definitely gonna be oh man, I better not meet him when I'm sober. Hopefully he's sober. Hopefully he doesn't drink. Cause fuck, man, he'll get me drunk. Him and I will get drunk and all hell break loose. Right? You want to see the rainbow community get scared? Holy crap, they go into hiding like Bin Laden. Fucking, you get me and this guy together. Yeah, man. When I seen that guy on YouTube, I was like, holy fuck, that guy is my hero. Me, him, and Tom McDonald got to hang out, and our best friends, little circle, right? Because we're all on the same page. We've been on the same page since day one. It's like finding the people you're supposed to be with, Because for the last 4 years, I've done nothing but seen a bunch of fucking crazy, mentally psychotic people and try to tell me that fucking transgender this and gay that is okay and acceptable and it's in the Bible. No, it's fucking not, okay? I read the motherfucking Bible, okay? It's not in there. I've scanned it, okay? Matter of fact, it condemns that shit, okay? So don't try to ideology me. So the more and more of these people, and like Joe Rogan too, and the more and more of these people, these anti-woke people I'm discovering, and these anti-left people, I'm like, oh my god, those are my people. It's like, hallelujah, I found my people. We're taking back the country, slowly but surely. They called me a conspiracy theorist. They called Donald Trump a conspiracy theorist. Fuck, they called us all conspiracy theorists. And now look at the shit that's happening, right? Now we're not the conspiracy theorists no more. Now you're looking at us going, holy shit, they were right. Now we don't know what to say to them. Fuck. I seen a bunch of you little motherfuckers. You avoid me like the plague because you don't know what to say to me anymore because you motherfuckers look so stupid now. I'm a forgiving person. You know why? Because the Bible taught me that. Because the Lord taught me that. Jesus taught me that. Jesus taught me to forgive. Forgive. Don't forget, though. Huh? Some of you motherfuckers need Jesus. Okay? And you know it, too. Huh? Some of you haven't even picked up. Some of you sit there and be like, oh, yeah, I pray, I do this, do that. No, some of you motherfuckers don't even pray, I swear. Like, literally. And you could tell it, too, because it's the way some of you act, okay? The way some of you act, especially online, and the stuff that comes out of your mouth is like, no. Some of you, if you picked up the Bible, you might set that shit on fire, okay? That's how cursed you guys, like, you know. Like, you need to be blessed before you touch the Bible, because the Bible might set on fire because some of you are cursed that bad. Right? Some of you need a dip and need to be baptized before you can even open the book. You know? I'm serious. Some of you motherfuckers can't even go in the church because zap! Fucking gotta hit your ass with lightning. Just to slap you around, go, where you been? Huh? You haven't read the Bible, you haven't been praying, you haven't been in church. What do you think you're doing? You know? See, a lot of us haven't even taken into effect that we all went away from the roots, right? They even took God out of school, right? When they started taking the Lord out of school and Lord's Prayer and everything, and then us standing up for the national anthem and singing the national anthem. I mean, hell, you didn't even have to sing for the national anthem, but damn it, you had to stand in school. Now, you don't have to. No. Now there's people taking a knee and refusing to honor the national anthem. Like, motherfucker, if you refuse to honor the national anthem, if you can't honor the national anthem, if you want to take a moral stand against the national anthem, pack your fucking bags and get the fuck out of the country. I said it and I'll fucking say it again. I don't care if I offended anybody in saying that shit. You want to, you don't want to be proud of the country you're in and be proud of the national anthem? Then pack your shit. Get the fuck out and go back to where you came from. Okay? It's simple as that one. Because we're taking the country back, motherfuckers. Right? Us strong motherfuckers are going to be booting you weak motherfuckers right in the balls. Day's coming, motherfuckers. Countdown's on. You guys miss me? Not really. Yeah, right. You enjoyed the little break you guys had away from me. Kidding me? I had to fix a new coffee anyways. So, what are we up to? We're in the agency. Dun, 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 dun. So, now that we know that Bam's 8 days sober, going on 9, right? Proud of myself, okay? I know it's small numbers right now. It's small number for now, only single digit, but we're right around the corner from double digits, and then it's sooner before later, it'll be 3 digits, so. I like saying that whole 2-digit and 3-digit thing.
Take your time. You own the place after all.
Forewarning. Letting everybody know right now. So, I tend to drink a lot of caffeine and iced tea when, well, I did that last time I went sober, and I'm kind of following footsteps on that one again. The problem with me being sober, well, it depends. I mean, some of you will see it as a problem, and then other people will see it as, holy fuck, like, where was this guy before? See, I have this thing, I get a little irritated when I quit drinking, because I've done this before, and I failed 3 times, and I've told you guys this, right? This is time number 4. So, anyways, I have a bit of a short fuse, so I tend not to tolerate bullshit. So when I hear and see bullshit, instead of like just, you know, minding my own business, keep my mouth shut, sipping a beer or a glass of wine, going, you know, I'm not gonna get involved in this one, I'm just gonna nope, you know, I have a hard time when I'm sober. My mouth has no filter, it just goes a mile a minute in the fast lane. Doesn't matter if it sees the you know, the verbal police or anything like that. My mouth just goes flying past on the fast lane, flips off the finger to the verbal police, and just keeps on driving. That's the best analogy I can put it as. I mean, like, I just end up being like, I don't give a rat's ass about consequence or nothing like that. I just say what it has to be said, and that's it. I don't care who I offend. Right? I mean, some of my friends have said before, when I gotten sober, they're like, fuck, we wish you'd go back to being drunk. At least then you'd shut your fucking mouth. And you minded your own business. Because when I'm sober, I don't mind my own business. Zamzam. What's Zamzam, Charles? Say something. Are you another critic, Charles? Are you another hater? Do you hate me because I'm better than you? Mommy didn't hug you enough, huh? Uh-oh. Charles, listen. This isn't Dr. Phil's corner, okay? Charles, why are you even spitting bullshit if you don't even know? You sound like a liberal. Listen to this guy. Charles, explain what's Zamzam. And then he said, and I said to Charles, explain what Zamzam means. And Charles says, I don't even know. So Charles sits there and spits out a bunch of stuff out of his mouth that he doesn't even know, everybody. Listen to Charles? I don't think so, because Charles doesn't even know what's coming out of his mouth. Loser. Charles, you know, they make meds for your kind of condition, right? You know, you just might be mentally ill, Charles. You know? Well, actually, no. You not just might be mentally ill, you are mentally ill, motherfucker. Who's the champion? Champion of what? Charles, do you need someone to talk to? Obviously, hey Charles, look everybody, Charles needs a hug. Can we reach out? Can everybody right now on the channel reach out, give Charles a hug, okay? We don't have a phone number to dial into Charles to tell Charles we love him, okay? But Jesus loves you, Charles, okay? Listen up, all right? Charles, everybody tell Charles remind Charles. Charles, Jesus loves you. Okay? And it doesn't matter how much you've sinned. Okay? Jesus still loves you. Okay? You can call me Zam Zam all you want. But the fact is, it's Bam Bam. Okay? But in your world, you can call me Zam Zam. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. You sound like one of those mentally ill. Are you gay? Or are you gender confused? Or are you part of the alphabet? Right? The community that keeps adding to their alphabet because they're so confused that they don't even know if that's enough alphabet letters to define what they are today or in that hour.
Anything you need, boss.
You know,
Oh, hi.
Charles, there's institutions
How can I help you?
for the mentally ill. And since you trust the science and everything else, you know, you can volunteer to be a science experiment. Because the scientists you so-called trust, they want to do experiments on people like you. Because people like you are mentally ill. You're no longer accepted in society because somehow you think that there's like 15 or 30 different genders, which there's not. There's only 2. There's male and there's female. God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. If you don't like that, if you can't handle that, too bad. You didn't even mean to get all up in my girl, buddy. Listen to you, man. Here's the thing. It's called Bam Bam, but you can call me Zam Zam all you want, Charles. You sound like a gender-confused liberal lefty. Keep making yourself look like the liberal lefty that you are. Charles Oliveira? Is that how you say it? You little queeriera? I bet you wear little fairy panties, and I bet you wear a bra, don't you, bud? I know you do for a fact. I know you don't even have any balls. You're weak sauce, bud. Weak! 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 I mean, you're not even the definition of a man. Not even fucking close. You're just weak. Weak sauce. Transgender. Transgender. Oh, wow. Gender confused. I say, you know what we do with all these? You know what we do with all the queers and the little transgender faggots? I say we round them all up and take them off to mental institutions and do experiments on them because they trust the science. So science is going to do some science experiments on them. We're going to find out why you guys are so mentally ill. How about that? I'll lead the charge. I really will. Because I guarantee you, if the military ever does some evil secret science experiment shit, like off the books, they don't want anybody to know, and they want covert op teams to start going and rounding up all the transgender fucking mentally ill people, I'm signing up for that duty. And you motherfuckers are gonna see Satan. Well, not Satan. No. Actually, no. You'll see one of the archangels come to life on Earth. Right? Because Bam Bam's an archangel. Right? And Charles is such a loser. We're not going to entertain the mentally ill. No. But I can tell the mentally ill this. Okay. Now, you want to identify yourselves as cats and dogs and this and that, blah 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 blah, right? Right. Okay. Just so we're clear, right? You identify as, you know, I'm gay, or I'm a girl today, but you clearly are a guy, and you clearly have a dick and balls. But, I mean, if you want to dress in girls' clothing and put on a dress and put on makeup and stuff like that, when you're really a guy, that's the definition of mentally ill, okay? And that's not okay. No. And, there's a lot more people out there that side with me, and that eventually are just gonna say enough's enough, and we'll set everything straight violently if we have to. Yeah, I mean, we can round them all up, stuff them in a toilet, hit the flush button, and then let God sort them out. That's pretty much where we're at. Because that's what's gonna happen sooner or later. It's gonna be, they want to put on masks and they want to hide their face and go on the streets with assault rifles. They're not the only ones that can do that. We can go Duke Nukem on your ass. Some of you don't know what Duke Nukem is, but if you don't, look it up. I have no problem with going Gaza Strip on the fucking gays. Yeah. It'd be like Israel and Palestine all over. Because you know what? Here's the thing. All this gay bullshit, all this transgender ideology bullshit, you've pissed off God. God's turned around and started wars all over the place in Earth in the last year, set the place on fire in unprecedented levels. We've pissed off the Creator. Okay? Nowhere in the Bible is this ideology shit in there acceptable. Not at all. It's against the 10 Commandments. Matter of fact, it's the 7th fucking... You want me to turn around and accept the 7th major sin out of the Bible? I don't think so. I'm not going against God. You guys can, and all those who go against God will perish. God warned you about that in the Bible too. The day's coming, the rapture's coming, and you motherfuckers that turn around and side with the ideology bullshit and think that it's a gender acceptable and you side with that kind of devilish shit, well, guess what? You're going straight to hell. I got a message for you. I got a message for you straight from God. And I'll tell you what, my name, if you think I'm psychotic, well, here, I'll give you some fun facts, okay? My mind, my spirit has been alive for many, many years, thousands of years, okay? I'm Jonathan. I'm straight out of the Bible. I'm an archangel. I'm one of God's soldiers. Actually, I'm not a soldier. You would see me as a soldier, but I'm high up in the food chain in God's army. And I'm here on Earth to tell you guys, my spirit's been here for a while. What, 38 years now, and some of you have listened, and some of you will be saved, others will perish. You'll stay here while the rest of us leave. God's coming to get his people, and that'll be it. The war already started. God's people, we've been fighting a war ever since. We've been fighting a war for the last 4 years. The Antichrist is already here. I already know who he is, and I'm not going to tell you who. You can figure it the fuck out. Because the sheep won't figure it out. The sheep will just keep following the Antichrist. The smart ones, like me, won't. The smart ones are awake, have been since the beginning. Everything that's happening right now is called global collapse. It's only a matter of time before it gets worse. It's only been getting worse. In the last 4 years, think to yourself, when hasn't anything gotten better since they tried to lock this down in COVID?
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round.
Fun facts, right? Scary fun facts. Now, you all haven't really stopped to realize that they're slowly taking away your freedom. They're bringing back the mask. They're slow. Well, when did they do that? In the fall. And they're still doing it now. But they started back in the fall, slowly in the fall, introducing the mask back again, telling people like, oh, COVID, better watch out, oh, COVID's active again, right? Well, what kind of variant is it this time? Right? What kind of made up variant bullshit did you make up this time? Right? Because before they used to call it this, that, and everything else, and they weren't going to call it COVID. Now it's called COVID all over again. Like, make up your fucking mind. Like, seriously, there's so much lies and bullshit that come out of that. At this point, if you believe any of it, and if you think that you need a vaccine, and I see you wearing a mask, there's no fucking hope for you. I'm going to tell you right now, you're a stupid motherfucker. Alright? You wear a mask and you go to get vaccinated still right now and you're still up and believing that shit, there's no fucking hope for you. You're gonna die. You will die. You're a stupid motherfucker. The world will end, the world will collapse tomorrow and you wouldn't survive 8 hours because you'd be too stupid. You'd be looking at everybody else for what to do and you wouldn't even know how to start a fire to keep yourself warm. That's the kind of stupidity I see around the world. That's a scary reality. You want to put a mask on and do what everybody else is doing? Well, when the world goes to shit, which it already is, but when it goes to complete chaos and when there's no government to sit there and feed you and there's no grocery stores open because they've been all ransacked, okay? And the only people who are going to survive are the people that know how to homestead and who have gotten the fuck away from cities and gone to the mountains. like smart people, or gone to small communities. And if you think that's crazy, well, people have been doing that since 2022 now, at a more aggressive and alarming rate. Houseboats, tiny homes, bunkers, you name it, just to name a few. Now, that's the smart people, especially like myself, who's doing that this year. Because I'm already forecasting what's going to happen. And it's already happening. And I already forecasted it last year. Remember? Yeah. Let's recap last year right quick. Okay? See, when Bam got on the mic last year, and finally started getting on the mic last year, was it last summer, where I finally aggressively got on the mic? I forecasted and I told you guys what was happening. That the economy was getting a little tighter, people were going to get desperate, right? What's going to happen when people are going to get too desperate, can't pay their bills, right? And a few of you, said on my channel, like, you sound crazy. That's not going to happen. It's not going to get that bad. Okay, sure. Well, they went from robbing stores at nighttime to doing broad daylight robberies at jewelry stores in malls, where you take your children to go shopping, and your teenagers and our children go shopping, where we think is a safe place to go and socialize, is now being targeted by gangsters and by the desperate people, because they need to feed their starving families, because they don't have a proper stable income, and the only thing they know is the streets and breaking the law. And they get even more desperate when the law tightens things up. Now, the other thing is that you've noticed it's happened here in Canada, and it was a never ever did it ever happen here in Canada. And just the other day, it fucking happened right in broad daylight. Again. 6 motherfuckers went into the fucking mall, okay, in Ontario, and hit a jewelry store. Broad daylight, didn't give a fuck. Mall was filled with people right in the middle of the day. Kids were all around and everything. And you don't think our society's gone into a scary fucking place? Let me tell you something, what's next. It's gotten so out of hand that the jewelry stores are getting robbed, the malls are getting robbed in broad daylight. They don't give a fuck about consequences or who they hurt now. And now that things have gotten that desperate, the next move, you know what? Hold me on this one, and you will quote me on this one, because I'll quote myself on this one. I give it a matter of weeks, not even until the springtime. The next target is the grocery stores. The next I swear to God, the next target for organized crime, for everybody, when they can't feed their families. See, right now the gangsters are going after one way, they're going after the way they used to know, the easy way to feed their families and to feed their habits and whatnot, okay? And I know this because I was in that world at one point. Okay, we're not going to go back when, and I'm not going to tell you when, and I'm not going to incriminate myself, but I can tell you I was a part of that world at one point, so I know that side of things, and that's why I'm educating you. They go after materialistic things because they can move materialistic things easily, right? It's easy to hustle materials, and it's easy to sell it off, get that money. Food, not so much. Food's not a commodity you can sell and easily make a fast buck on. But things like jewelry and cell phones and high-end electronics, you can move very quickly and very easily. Now, once people can't afford to buy those electronics and the jewelry, because there's no more money left in the economy, and the people that they used to flip that stuff with are now broke, and they still need to feed their families. They still got baby mamas sitting there going, we still need to feed the kids. The fathers then get desperate. The gangsters then get even more desperate. Now they're going to go rob the grocery stores. Now they're going to get sophisticated enough and figure out sooner than later boys, we need to go around the grocery store. This is how we're going to do it. And there's going to be 10 to 15 of them go in there, and they're going to have a sophisticated enough. They'll either probably go there with a truck at the loading bay, and they'll have a bunch of guys go in the fucking store, and they'll start loading up carts, and then they'll just start loading up a certain truck that's in the loading bay. They'll grab the truck, they'll shut the doors, they'll fucking leave, and anybody that gets in their way will get shot. I guarantee it. Like, it will be... Desperate times are calling for desperate measures, and if you guys don't think that that's a reality, then you're living in a fantasy world that I can't help reach you out of, because I'm trying to give you a hand to pull you out of that little fantasy world right now and bring you into reality. And some of you motherfuckers just want to close your eyes and go, I don't want to have any part of this. I'm not listening, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? When reality turns around and stares at you in the face and you witness this shit happening in front of you when you're shopping in the grocery store, and then the place gets robbed by 15 to 20 of you motherfuckers that are armed with assault rifles and willing to shoot anybody that gets in their way, wow, reality is gonna suck for those motherfuckers. Reality is gonna be so scary you're gonna piss, shit, and hit the floor all at once. You're not even gonna know it. You're going to be on the floor and you're going to be like, holy fuck, where'd that puddle come from? And that's going to be you. And then you're going to feel that mushy stuff in your pants, and that's going to be you. Because you'll have shit yourself. Because the reality and the scary fact is, that's about to happen. Because, I mean, you guys all called me crazy when I called the...
I'm going to help you.
When I called the jewelry stores getting robbed in broad daylight, and and banks. You guys all called me crazy. Nobody's going to do that in broad daylight. Okay. Get people desperate enough, they fucking will. The economy is so fucking bad. You gotta understand something. They say they're helping, the government says they're helping the middle class. Well, think about the fucking people that were struggling before everything got even more expensive. So the people that were barely getting by, which I think is heartbreaking. Which no family should be like that and struggling to begin with. Okay, it's just it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't. We all know this. Okay, the government's just so corrupt. Shit, they have so much fucking money they can end our own homeless. If they're shipping off money to other countries, they should be ending homeless and fixing the homeless and the food crisis in our own backyard. But we're not going to get started on that right now. No. But what we will get educated and get made aware, and I'm letting you guys know, reality is that the families who are already struggling to put food on the table and keep their families afloat and their bills paid and a roof over their fucking heads before everything started getting even more expensive and taxes started getting even up more, we're already desperate at that point. What point do you think they're at now? Yeah. So you need to remove yourself from your situation. Put yourself in somebody else's situation. Put yourself in somebody's worst situation. Like a situation where you're working 40 hours a week, you've got 2 kids, your wife's not working as much, you're working in as many hours as you can, and that's as many hours as work will give you. And you have to be quiet because they're also run by a woke mob and left, alright? So you can't say anything bad, and you can't say anything out of line, and you got a family to feed. And guess what? Here's some fun facts. The price of everything keeps going up, and here's the thing. You're not making enough money to pay the fucking bills. So, and to feed the family. So now, what do? You stop eating less, and now you don't have enough energy to keep supporting the family. You see, it has a ripple effect. So the families that were already seriously struggling before all this stuff started getting worse are now facing dire decisions making. Okay? Like, we're talking life and death now. We're talking parents are almost at the point where they gotta make a decision where they gotta do what they gotta do or their kids are gonna die. And trust me, when you back a parent into a corner where they gotta make a decision, or whether they gotta turn around and start breaking the law and doing what they gotta do in order for their kids to survive and not suffer, you best believe that human being will do whatever it takes, and you're gonna see an animal. It doesn't matter what kind of a nice human being that person is. That person could be a judge, for fuck's sakes. It could be the best fucking upstanding citizen that we all know and love. If that person has to see their family suffer, and they're doing everything they can, and their family's still suffering, you best believe that person's gonna get desperate enough to do whatever the fuck it takes to stop seeing their family suffer. That's just natural human being instincts. That's what happens. But the reality is, nobody wants to bring that reality up, because that reality just gets ignored. Because God forbid we think about that problem, because that problem's right on our doorstep right now, whether we like it or not. The reality is that people are already out there becoming more and more desperate by the hour. Not by the day, by the motherfucking
no
hour.
Problem. I'll get him off your back. Hello?
Keep that in mind. Okay? People have, and I'll put this into more perspective. I'm not judging you on this. So for those of you who are listening, and you're the ones that are struggling right now from what I'm about to say, I do apologize for your struggle, and I do wish that it gets better for you, and I'll pray for you. But those poor individuals, there are out there, who don't know how to manage money properly, who used to make a lot of money, and still do, but the economy caught up and things got more expensive. And see, some of them lived a life off the credit card, paid the credit card off, lived a life off the credit card again, paid the credit card off, was able to balance that kind of lifestyle. But now that everything got more expensive and the wages froze, but everything keep increasing. Oh shit. And yes, Hunter, oh man, we are all ready for GTA 6. But real quick, I want to say this. I want to finish off with this. This is very important because this is true. Facts and reality. There's so many poor individuals out there right now that had a lifestyle before the price of everything went up, before inflation hit. Y'all had a lifestyle that you barely were able to keep up with, and you were flashy to try and impress your friends and everything else. And now you're realizing you can't keep that lifestyle anymore. And now you're realizing you're about to lose that fancy car that you make payments on. You're about to lose that fucking condo that you can't afford. And you can't fucking afford to pay your fucking credit cards no more. Which means you can't go out for those flashy dinners. You can't buy those fancy clothes no more. No more shopping for you at the fucking mall. All of a sudden your credit's in the fucking toilet. And guess what? The credit department has hit the flush button going, you ain't got no more credit with us, okay? You owe us money, fuck. You're gonna pay us, motherfucker.
And the sale is made. You get the cash. I get not to worry about being caught with that stuff in the club.
That's why I distance myself from society and reality. Because it's a scary place out there right now. You don't know who's doing what's what, okay? Who's thinking what anymore. Because the average person that you see that's staring at the ground while they're walking has a lot of shit going through their mind. You don't even know. You don't even know they could turn around and just stab everybody that's around them because they're gonna fucking snap. Because they're losing everything. Like, that's a reality. And these people are out in society right now. These people, some of them are out in society, wandering around, not knowing what to do, just being lost because they feel so lost, because they're about to lose everything. And the reality is they're gonna lose everything. They know it's gonna happen, and they're trying to enjoy the last few days and the last few hours of what they have before reality kicks in. And then for some people, when reality kicks in, it's like a switch goes off in their head and they snap. And then that's why you're seeing people like random acts of violence. right? In our society. Have you guys not noticed that? I've noticed it, right? A lot of random acts of violence happening, right? People snapping for no reason. I wonder why. Gee, when you can't afford to pay rent, you can't afford to feed yourself, and you feel absolutely hopeless, well, that takes a mental toll on people, right? So not only do you have, like, not only did we have, let's recap here real quick. Not only did we have a mental health crisis from the pandemic alone, that hasn't even been, like, the surface hasn't even been scratched, I want to say, in solving that, because so many people need help and assistance with their mental health because of that whole shit show of the last 4 years.
Hi there. What do you need?
But the healthcare system took such a shit kicking and a beating. Like, nurses and doctors could only keep up with the system for so long, with a broken system, I should say, for so long, and the broken system wasn't even their fault. They were just trying to hold the system together, whatever was left of it, to try and keep us healthy and whatever kind of shit show that's been going on in society. I can only imagine what kind of, like, this is why I'm going back to school, to go into psychology and counseling, to help others as much as I can, because nothing is worse than trying to seek mental help for anything that you're struggling with when it comes to mental health. And there's nothing worse than having somebody, a counselor or even anybody who's supposed to help you, sit there and say, yeah, they understand, and you know, they're here to help, and they can sympathize with you. But quite a few of them have only just gone to school, read things out of a book, and reading a script at the person that's speaking with them. Whereas I'm more of a hands-on type person, and I've always found in my life, it's, for me personally, because I went through counseling. I went through 7 weeks in a great big group with 25 other guys, and it was very great. Actually, a lot of us became friends after that, and became really good friends, and were able to accomplish a lot of things after that. Because of that, build strong relationships. So I do have a bit of an idea of what I'm talking about, and it's more comforting and easier on another human being to speak to somebody who's had some kind of a general life experience that can relate to that type of person, that can say, hey, I have definitely been there with similar types of struggles, and can sympathize with how you're feeling, and can really connect.
I've sent the collection point to your GPS. Make the pickup and bring the goods to the warehouse. Should be straightforward.
I'll be able to connect with my clients and my patients on a more personal level, and actually be able to help them. And that's going to be my legacy, and that's going to be my sober, one of my reasons to stay sober too, because I've tried a lot of other professions. I mean, like, the other profession I liked was driving truck, but I really enjoy talking to people. I really know that I give good advice. I know that I do a lot of focus time on GTA and stuff like that, and I've mastered that. If I buckled down and set my mind to it, and, you know, win hardcore on my studies, the marks that will come out of that, and the accomplishments I'll make are gonna be quite rewarding, to say the least. And I mean, it's still early in the game too, so I mean, I'll be just starting schooling, yes, but I'll still be continuously learning throughout my career and going forward, and that still gives me the 40s and 50s and even my 60s to play with, because once I start doing this, I don't plan on retiring, you know, at least not until I'm in my late 70s or something like that, maybe even 80s, because I'll be able to sit there basically in the chair and talk just like I'm talking now. It's just that I'll be paid for it. There's a difference. I look up to people like, for instance, Jordan Peterson. You know, he inspired me a lot to do this. But mind you, it does have me concerned. I know a few of you might be wondering right now, like, hey, well, why didn't you do this in the last couple of years and start on this already? Well, there's some reasons for that, okay, and some very important key reasons. Number one is I have this thing called I believe in this thing called freedom of speech and our rights and freedoms, and I tell it how it is. And I don't want to preach an ideology. And so what they're doing with psychologists and counselors now is they can't go against the ideology, and they can't challenge it or anything like that. And so in Ontario, the government has challenged Jordan Peterson's license to practice, and he can't even practice anymore his own practice. It's just, you could tell it's taking a stress toll on him. But he's one of Canada's best psychologists by far, and very well known. Like even Trump and Elon Musk, like he's rubbed shoulders with the elites of the elites, and they listen to him, and they listen to his advice. And matter of fact, like even Trump and Elon Musk have asked Jordan Peterson for advice and asked his opinion on certain topics for his to lend his expertise on. Now, in not accepting the ideology that's being presented out in the schools now,
I'll hook you up.
the school decided to suspend him from the school, suspend his practice, and until he agrees to go through some kind of retraining and this and that. So it concerns me about going back to school and what kind of ideology they're going to press onto me, and they're going to try to press onto me, and then I think they're going to try and dictate how I can practice being a psychologist and a counselor, which is really going to irritate me. Which, well, it's not really going to irritate me. I know it will irritate me. So, I mean, that's literally why I've been hesitant on going full throttle on the schooling on that.
Okay, I'm sending you cords for some seriously next level shit.
Zip it. I'm kind of waiting right now. I'm going to wait for Donald Trump to get back in, because that's going to happen, people. Oh yeah. If you don't like it, tough titty, said the kitty. So, once Donald Trump gets back in, conservatives are back in Canada, then I know my freedom of speech is protected. Then I know I can go balls back in the wall, and all this woke ideology shit will get turned around. Because right now, like, it's out of hand. Like, we're all on the verge of civil war. Civil war is about to break out in Canada and the United States. That's how fed up we are with this ideology bullshit. It's either this shit changes, or we're gonna make it change. If you don't take it out of the schools, we're going to take it out of the schools. If you want to teach it in the schools, guess what? We're going to turn around and remove the teachers out of the schools then. Okay? We're going to remove your fucking jobs. If you're going to turn around and teach the ideology in the school curricular system, then we'll shut down the school curricular system. It's as simple as that. We'll turn around and we'll fire all of you. And I'm going to be the leader of the pack. All right? I'm the one that's spitting the ideas to them all. And I'm the one that's spitting the right ideas to the enforcers that have the power and the guns to do so. They're the ones that can do it by force. I'm the ones that are giving them.
Shit ain't been right since high school. Listen,
Let's just say the proper thoughts, the proper. I mean, you guys want to go after the parents. You want to change policies behind the parents' backs, right? Well, now it's time the parents are going to do stuff behind the teachers' backs and behind the school board's backs. Now we're going to play the system against you. Now we're going to lock you out of the school. Yeah, that's right. The parents' next move, seeing as how the school boards want to turn around and preach an ideology and think it's okay to preach that kids should be transgender and try to teach them about sexuality at the age of 7. I don't think so. I got girls. You're not teaching my fucking kids that bullshit. If any teacher from now on, and I'm going to make this very public, and I'm going to make this very public on social media, and I'm going to give everybody the idea from now on. This is what we're going to do. Alright? From now on, any teachers that want to support the ideology of transgender and gays, and they want to flip that shit on the children, from now on I encourage every single last one of you parents to take the stand against the teachers, lock them out of the school so that we can have their ass fired. No more pension for them. Let's find out where these teachers live and let's harass them like they're harassing our children. They want to turn around and change our children ideology? Fine, we're going to change them. They're broken, not us. Let's get that straight. So, we're not going after that. We're not going after them. We're solving a problem because there's a serious problem in our society, and they're the root cause. And we have to solve the problems right at the root cause, or else the problem's still going to keep persisting. And how we stop the problem at the root cause is we go right for the school board. We go right after the school board trustees. We go right after the school board itself. We find out who's in charge in the school boards. We find out where the teachers are that are in charge of all this ideology shit, and we lock them out of the school. We find their vehicles, we flatten their tires. Okay, set their vehicles on fire, do whatever the fuck you gotta do. Don't cause physical harm to them, but prevent them from doing everything they can to getting to their job, from going inside the school. As parents, we should be locking out the schools. Every single last public school, lock out the school. Lock out the teachers. Make the noise. Make the change. Because I guarantee you, if we as the parents lock the schools out so that the teachers can't go and do their job, the news is going to want to know why the teachers can't get into the schools. And then all of a sudden, the story's going to break. The journalist's going to break. Sooner or later, somebody's going to have to cover it. Right? Because sooner or later, word will spread like wildfire that teachers aren't being allowed back into school because of the ideology, and parents have had enough. And teachers are getting threatened. Uh-oh. Because what happens when you turn around and you try to tell somebody else's... Here's something. Here. I'll give you a fucking prime example right now. If I ever catch a fucking teacher trying to teach, or trying to be a parent to my child behind my fucking back without trying to tell me, and then being sneaky about it, and then trying to change my child's gender and name behind my fucking back, when that person had no part in creating that human being or life, or has any kind of right to make any kind of decision to influence my child, oh, you best believe shit's gonna hit the fan. It's only a matter of time before fucking things become violent. I'm not inciting violence, but I'm warning you motherfuckers it's gonna be violent. Sooner than later, a parent's gonna fucking snap, and a teacher's gonna get it. And they're gonna make that teacher an example. Believe me. And that's going to scare the shit out of teachers all across the nation. It's going to take that one parent. Believe me, it's coming. I'm warning you, you motherfuckers. The FBI, you guys are listening. I know you guys are listening to my channel. You guys listen to me all the motherfucking time. You don't give me a fucking wink of privacy. And the only reason why I get my fucking motherfucking privacy is because I'm in Canada. So suck a dick, FBI, and listen up. Here's some fun facts for all of you guys, alright? Sooner than later, this ideology shit is going to get pushed over and boil over. A boy is going to go into a fucking girl's change room, somebody, God forbid, and it's going to happen. Unfortunately, it's only a matter of time. Statistics are proving it, and unfortunately, it likely has probably already happened, and we just haven't heard about it. But sooner than later, a transgender kid is going to turn around and rape a girl in a bathroom at some point in a school, and shit's going to boil over, and a parent's not going to fucking, it's not going to stand. And a parent's not going to have it. And a parent's going to go to the school and all hell's going to break loose. Guarantee it. The fucking teacher will be held accountable and everything else, and they'll hold court rated in school. Mark my fucking words. When you push human beings to the breaking point, they will not rely on a broken system to fix things. They'll fix things on the spot. They'll fix things right then and there, regardless of the consequences. Now, I know you don't like hearing the reality out of my mouth. And like I said, I'm not inciting violence. Period. Purely not inciting violence. So for any of you idiots out there that think, oh, Bam's inciting violence, he's a little terrorist. Listen, you motherfuckers, I've been called a terrorist by my own fucking government when I was in the Freedom Convoy and supported that shit and refused to get vaccinated, okay? You can't scare me. The FBI don't even scare me, okay? I stared those motherfuckers right in the face, gave them the finger, and said, suck a dick. Facts are facts. People don't like hearing them because it's scary. And we've been blanketed from reality and facts for the last 4 years that as soon as somebody like me brings up those scary facts and reality, right, for people to see and, you know, understand, you know, people freak out and they think like, oh shit, that's a conspiracy theorist, man, you know, that's a conspiracy theorist, that guy's talking weird, you know, and they're like, sure, you're going to think I'm talking weird because you're in that little bubble that they have you in, right? You're still in the Matrix. You're in that bubble with them sitting there going, you're vaccinated, you're okay, you're going to be fine. Everything's fine around you. Yes, everything's falling apart and the gas prices are through the roof and inflation is at an all-time high. But trust me, everything's fine. The government's saying that with a smile on the face. And for some of you motherfuckers, you're just stuck in that reality. You just don't want to leave. You're just like, you're stuck. You don't know anything else. You're too scared to leave the Matrix because you don't know what's out there. And then you're too afraid of getting judged by motherfuckers like me and getting laughed at for being a stupid sheep. Well, no, here's the thing. We're actually giving the sheep a chance to redeem yourselves, okay? Like, we're human beings. We all make mistakes, right? I'm not going to shit on my fellow human being just because they were fooled, right? And they were like, man, we can all be fooled. We can, you know, it happens to the best of us. You could be the most educated motherfucker with a university degree. It doesn't make you the smartest motherfucker on the planet, all right? It doesn't mean you have common sense. You could be book smart but not street smart. You understand? You could be street smart but not book smart, all right? You could be street smart and book smart all at once. And you can also be book smart and street smart all at once. Okay? It's called coming from the hood and getting into the education system, finding out what the education system bullshit is detailing in the system, going back to the hood and educating the system, going, hey, motherfuckers, don't waste your time going to the system. Let me save you guys some money and some hassle and some bullshit. And the hood and everybody else starts, and the people start educating because the system turns around and sucks the people dry anyways. What kind of a system turns around and sits there and claims that they're better educating the system, better educating the people, but robbing the people for $45,000 a year and making your motherfucking ass in debt for the next 12 years? You shouldn't have to pay for a fucking education like that. That's ridiculous. That shit doesn't make sense. I seen through that bullshit long time ago.
Hey, Hiffa, how you doing? Let me tell you, these fucking gas prices, they got people going crazy.
See?
Some big oil company just got one of their shipments hit on the way into San Andreas. Pirates, man. This shit is old school. All is good for us. We got an angle. I just ping you a GPS so you can get moving. I'll explain on the way.
Now, I could go on and on and on about corruption and bullshit, but I won't.
So we ain't after the oil.
'Cause I'm gaming.
That shit is long gone. But check it out. This whole shipment was supposed to go under the radar. They ain't told the taxman. So now the company needs a bunch of other stuff that went down with the ship. Manifests, documentations, the ship's black box, all that. And they need it before the feds are all over the crime scene. You bring them their shit, they'll trade you straight for some cargo. You'll need some explosive to get into the containers, but they're gonna hook you up with that. Once you picked it up, time to get your feet wet.
I will tell you this. I know one day, I know my purpose. I know I'm going to be a leader. I know I'm going to be a leader of the resistance and the rebellion at some point. I know that for a fact. Because I didn't give in. I lost so much shit. And I went through 4 years of hurt and then some, losing my family and my friends. Everybody I thought that were my friends and family and stuff. Completely being shunned and lonely for 4 years made me realize that it's not definitely for nothing, and it's building me up for something that's coming. There's a reason why I'm being built to be strong, and there's a reason why I'm not weak, and why I'm still alive, and I didn't end up taking my life. And no matter how bad the struggle got, no matter how bad things got, I fucking stuck it out and got through it, and now here I am. You know, I came out on top. That pissed a lot of people off because I know a lot of people want to see me 6 feet under and give up. And I got news for you guys. Not only did I turn around and pick myself up, but I fucking did it better. Right? I gave myself a better life than what I used to have in 2020. I upgraded my lifestyle. I took it to the next level. I took where I was supposed to be in my 50s, and I took myself from being at that point and being that far set in life. I put myself up on that level, and that's where I plan on staying. Because now I'm at a different level in different lifestyle, different.
There's probably other crews out there trying to hit this wreck.
Different neighborhood. I live in the type of neighborhood that shit don't happen. Shit goes down in my neighborhood, and the cops come in the neighborhood so fast. I've never seen cops come in the neighborhood so quick in my life. I come from the ghetto. I come from the hood. Okay, the hood where I come from, the cops hesitate because they wait for backup. Here, they don't give a fuck, man. In my neighborhood, you don't mess around. There's certain people that live in my neighborhood that they just have authority to do stuff. You don't mess with certain people. Like it's not the hood. Let me put it that way. Like it's upscale, you know. But at the same time, like I'm saying, I put myself up on that level. I changed. Right? Like I said, in the last 4 years, it's really pissed people off that I put myself up on this level and I got this far. And I'm just getting fucking started. This is just the beginning. Because, by the way, I'm not going to tell you guys how, but I'm going to end up having residual money for the rest of my motherfucking life and being rich. And my exes are going to regret everything that they fucking did to me and how they treated me and everything else. Because guaranteed they're going to be sucking the trail to my dick and begging and fucking pleading to have my fucking life. because their life is about to get a whole lot more complicated, and mine a whole lot more easier. It's kind of like that. You reap what you sow, right? And a couple of them are about to suffer for the shit that they started all the years. And I got a big heart and everything, but I'm not gonna... I can forgive people, but I'm not gonna carry people, if that makes any sense. So, I don't give a shit how much they kiss my ass, say sorry and everything else. I'm still not gonna financially fucking help them. No. You know why? I'll tell you why. And I know, I sound like an asshole when I say that, but here's the thing. For the last 2 years, they refused to do anything for me, fully knowing my situation, and then they let me suffer for 2 years, hoping that I would fucking give up and take my life. So I have zero sympathy going forward for anything financially, that hardship that they come across, especially when they ask and beg and plead for my fucking help. I'm gonna have a smile on my face and say fuck you.
Hey, sounds like the deal went down smooth. Good work. I'll see you back here.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride? I'll bring it by.
Okay, our buyer's jumpy, but he's got the money. Wants the goods dropped at different locations around the city. Anyway, it's all loaded up for you at LSIA. Make it happen.
Fortune favors the prepared individual. Smart.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up. I'll get there as soon as I can. Christian Feltz, present. Cool.
Hey. All right. Bye.
Nazar, teller of fortunes, finder of lost things. The spirits draw close. I see bitterness and ambition and madness. They shall all come to this city. Come back soon.
It's some heavy metal! Scream for me, Los Santos! Peck on the cheek! I'm waiting! Did someone say chorus line? Was that a cover? Welcome to the mosh pit. All together, the 90s sucked.
Oh, hey. Bye.
Christian Feltz, present. Radio when you need me.
Fuck, shit, it's LJT. Your fake cash is in genuine trouble. It's about to get used in an arms deal. Get over there and get it back before the sale goes through. us down, and we come back stronger. Or at the same production capacity as before, at least. We're up and running again. Yay! Long John out.
I'd kill for one of those rides, yo. Real talk. Now that's an attractive bike. For a serious-hearted criminal. I can almost hear it growling under there. Whoa, now she looks pretty, but not in like a girly way. There you go. Enjoy. That is hot, if I do say so myself. Those wheels were the missing piece.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. It's on the way.
What's up, pal? So you don't want to get in serious trouble, huh? Okay, leave it with me.
We're all business today. The guns are in an insurgent. Get it to the buyers and your job is done.
Hey, what's going on? Give me a call back when simple decisions don't freak you out so much.
Alright. Now, of course I want to stay on here and never get off of GTA, trust me. I love the world of GTA. My favorite, by the way. The fun facts is I got shit to do around my house. And it's gonna haunt me in my mind if I don't get the stuff done. It will haunt me in the back of my mind till I get the stuff done that I want to get accomplished done today. So...
Looks like you sold out. To the right people, too. Only the good wars being fought with those guns. Promise.
Anyways. Plus it's my sense of accomplishment. It's my routine each day. I do my major cleanups on, like, my major house chores on, like, 3 days a week. But I mean, like, there's still small chores I do in the background in between those days. So that I don't end up, like, spending 6 hours cleaning the house, like some of you who let yourself... Oh, I really don't understand how some of you can live in your own filth. It's not for me to judge, it's just it wouldn't be me. It never will be, never has been, never will be. Anyways, I'm out of here for now. Plus I'm gonna make some food. When I come back later on this afternoon, or later on, I should say, in a few hours, I'll rock some more GTA Online and some hockey later on this afternoon. Okay? If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so. Alright? Don't be afraid. Do so. Hit your notifications button. This way, you're not going to miss any kind of cool shit that I do and bring to YouTube, right? Plus, you'll learn a thing or two. Who knows? Maybe you will, maybe you won't. And maybe I'll make you laugh, maybe I'll make you cry. And for some of you, I know for sure I offend you. But till then, you know, for some of you, stay woke, and, you know, you're going to end up broke, and, you know, you're going to end up finding out the society is just not going to put up with it much longer. And when that day comes, that's going to be like the best day ever. Yeah. I'm telling you. I'm waiting for it. It's gonna be like a revolution. And I'm gonna be leading the pack. Alright. Till next time, Bam's out of here. Alright, take care of each other. Stay safe. God bless. Bam's out. Peace.